not getting off at Astrodome. What do you think? I'm crazy? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Time to make that world famous left-hand turn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Gotta go someplace else. Crap. You'll never believe it. I got the last parking space. Beautiful day. 4 years in the making. And I'm not in Macon. I'm at Sope Creek Park. I might spend the whole day out here. I might challenge myself to go all the way down to Gold Branch. Maybe down to 75. The Palisades. That's quite the trek. Look at this. Looks exactly the same it did a long time ago. Welcome back to heaven, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot how to get down to the rocks, to the mill. There's so many different options out here. The way this place meanders through the landscape, the trails. We're gonna get that perfect transition with the light. Hopefully most of the day. Nothing like those maps. It's 11:30. I'm at SC13. If you see me standing here, you know exactly who I am. Long way to go out here. It's endless though. Thank the Lord for that. Where do you want to go? I know, me too. I want to go down to the water. But water's everywhere. Da Vinci style. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, hey man, hey, it looks like all the other places. I know it does. But in its own right, everything is unique in its own personality out here. I mean, I'm going to be out here all day and I don't even know what to talk about. Try to keep the video down below an hour and a half, you know. Hey there, Ron. Somebody's coming. Time to get off the camera. You know what, though? I mean, if the sun doesn't come out too much today, that's okay. We've already paid our dues. We can come back anytime, as long as we can find that parking space. You'd think it was hard trying to wait for a parking space today. You wait until the colors change out here. A lot of memories form down there. They always form in these types of places. I'm not going to get down there, though. If I can get in 15 miles today, that would be incredible. But I can't really explore 15 miles worth of land in one single day, especially at 11:30. Let me go ahead and try that idea, one of them, on how to focus into something like a portal when it comes to nature, to transport ourselves to a totally different location within the area in a blink of an eye. What should I focus on? It's endless out here. It's how nature works, to let you know that hopefully there isn't an end. It's not. I know the opportunities are endless. I did this in one of my most recent videos when I was in a creek and it worked out perfectly. There's probably others out there that do it. I'm just discovering it. And end up someplace different than you were in a blink of an eye. What you know about that? But you don't always have to do it with the trees. You can do it with other things. Beautiful. Check that out. That easy. Blink of an eye. You're 200 feet further up the creek. All these discoveries in nature out here. I mean, I could use almost anything to transport myself into a different kind of optical illusion. Guided by the greatest optical illusion of all, nature itself. Nature of the universe. I know that for a fact. Should have been using this little trick all along. to make my videos more, crazy, more interesting. Man, can't believe I waited this long for it. I mean, I can focus in on the water at a small scale, micro. And then all I gotta do is just zoom out and I'm in a different location. I could focus on an orange leaf and do it all again in a split second. I can focus on a perfectly blue sky, zoom in to an extent, that is, and just zoom out and end up 150 miles away. That was a lot quicker than I thought, really. Only about a split second. I got down here in a jiffy. But take a look at this thing right here I just found. You can't miss it. You know how I'm always talking about that scale of history? Look at this thing right here. Look at the size of this study hammer. Look at that thing. Looks like it's made for a giant. It's even got wear and tear on the ends. Man, that thing's a foot and a half long. And the handle's absolutely perfect. And so is the head. Man. Let's put my foot next to it for some scale. I know it's just a fake, it's just an optical illusion, that's all it is. But it was the first thing I noticed when I hopped down here. A gigantic hammer. A different kind of hammer. Beautiful. I know it's just a joke. But what if it's not? Who wants to walk around out here even more? Try to get an idea what Sope Creek is all about. All it is a bunch of beautiful rocks, beautiful landscape, clouds, rain, snow, sun, sleet, floods. I guess I'm trying to say is that every time out here is a perfect time to come out. Drone or no drone. I'm looking for a place to step. I know you're going to tell me, hey man, you got the creek walking shoes, the brand new ones. Why don't you put them to good use? Well, I will when I get on the other side. I mean, when I get ready to get on the other side, where the some of the ruins are. Oops, I moved the rock. What a recovery indeed. That, my friends, was a perfect recovery. Time to get in. I don't think I can wait any longer. It's too beautiful out here. I'm trying to get to this ball right quick. It kind of ruined a couple of the images that I was trying to take. I don't have to Photoshop that thing out. But you know what? I'm not going to move it though. I can't. I'm not going to say it's not legal. It's just they're playing with the ball out here. Nature is. They're playing with the ball, so you have to leave it. Let's just go ahead and record them playing with it. The cherubs out here. Check that thing out. So much opportunity out here. Definitely so much opportunity. When it comes to finding them. I mean, look at that rock right there. That boulder keeps moving because of the floodwaters. So much out here when it comes to discovery. I wish you can all see it though. I wish you could. I'm talking about a different kind of history. Don't know if it's carvings or what. Oh, check this out. Look at this thing right here. What a boring video. Look at that. Another reference picture. Beautiful. Man, glad I saw that. I mean, look at all the states. Look at all the countries. Look at all the counties. Look at all the municipality sections. The townships. All these shapes and forms out here. Beautiful. I don't know how many rocks I'm going to recognize from last time besides the gigantic boulders. Real cool indeed. So glad I came out. So glad I got the pass. One thing you have to remember when you come out to places like this, they definitely have to slow you down so you're able to see it and take it in. Slow that thing down Slow your roll. Or they'll trip you up if you don't notice what they're trying to show you. And I know that for a fact. They want you to notice. They want you to see. They want you to hear. But the question is, can you see it or hear it? Don't step on the ants. They're federal employees out here. I told you that before. They're employed by the feds. They help maintain these places. I know that for a fact. They even told me so. All the birds, the insects. But I want to have to tell you guys something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to come clean about something. I am. Something I discovered out here in heaven. What the heck is that thing? I wasn't even looking at it. Hey, Da Vinci Mobile. Check that thing out. Right when I get ready to start spilling my stories, they run me into a modern object, not an artifact. You're not allowed to touch anything out here with hands. It's like soccer out here. It is. It's like soccer out here. You can't use the hands. You can only use the feet to walk. That's all you're allowed to do. Use your eyes. Use your mind. You can't use the hands on anything that's older than 50 years old. And this is not 50 years old. I bet it's got a born-on date on the bottom of it. Can't see it. There's no date. I guess we're good. Whatever it is, it took batteries. Where's the driver at? It's crazy. I feel like a novice out here. I feel like it's my first time out here. It's just my first time in a while. That's all. But let's just hope that it's the first of many times. Check that thing out. There's an Osage orange right there, horse apple. Thought it was a tennis ball. It's the same exact size of a tennis ball. Look at that thing. If you haven't heard of a horse apple or Osage orange, just type that thing in Google. Google the answer. I'm getting closer. Closer to what? A place that's nearly impossible to get around up here. Because it's one outcropping. Forgot how far I've gone down. Hold on. I know. Guess what I just found? I know I see things differently, but everything I see stands out so perfectly. Check this thing out. No, not the engine, the transmission. The old school transmission from like a 1939 vehicle. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the dog head. They even got the floppy ear right. There's the front of the face. There's the ear. There's the back of the dog's head. There's the neck. Check that out. Perfect. I know you want me to go to the mill. You want me to get to that side. I'm thinking about it. Well, I know I'm going to go over there, but it's just, there's a little creek right next to it that was part of the mill. There's a little creek right next to it that's really hard to get across because it's pretty dang deep. And I got to figure out how to get around it. Wonder how much litter is going to be over there. How many glass bottles are going to be busted over there. Check that out. I haven't taken many pictures out here ever. I think at most I took about 5 or 6. Sun's got to be at the perfect angle though. So many places like this around the metro. Still waiting for the clouds to move. Looks like we're getting close to it. I was just kidding about that little creek right there though. It's been about 4 years since I've been over there. It's not really that hard to get out of. It's just, or get around. It's just hard to climb up out of. I mean, if you're crossing through it. but it's easy to climb up over there. Gotta love it. I wonder where the perfect square is. There's a semi-perfect triangle and a semi-perfect circle right there. I know the square's out here somewhere. The polygons within the cube itself. About to make my way through the waters of eternity. I remember the last time I was out here when I wasn't feeling so well, back in 2017. Talk about feeling like crap. When I was dealing with all the black mold exposure, all that kind of stuff, the stress of, what I was dealing with at the time. Had a different concept when it came to life though. I think I told you about this concept in one of my previous videos. Maybe I didn't, maybe I forgot, maybe it just hasn't developed yet in my writings. But I'm about to cross this thing for the first time since 2017, as safely as I can. Might go up to the waist, at least there's some sand to hold us up so I don't slip. But I had thought about this. All these different places that I've been before in the past where I was feeling so terrible. Feeling just like dog crap, seriously. Being out in these heavenly places, trying to find it. Trying to find that guidance. Trying to find it to help me through my life. In a way, it took away the stress, it took away the pain. It did. But what if in a way, I now have to go backwards now? Now that I'm feeling a whole lot better, I have to go backwards now. I got to go through it again. I got to go through it all again. Because I told you about that magic of recording. I was recorded and I was recording myself as I was going through a terrible time with the body. Everything that was wrong with the body. And I was out here recording it. In essence, I was writing it down in time itself as me feeling like that. Almost like I was being recorded out here in a way that if I died soon, before I was able to come back out, what if the memory of me being out here feeling ill? What if that memory is kept out here forever? And I'm never able to escape it? You know what I mean? You talk about hell. But what if you're able to turn back the clock? Go back to those places when you're out looking for something. To find life itself. To find your life. What if you have to go back again when you're feeling better to say thank you? And you actually record yourself. Record those experiences when you're feeling better. And those memories are kept in your mind until you're gone. Kept in your soul. And they're re-recorded again out here when you're gone. And you're feeling better. So therefore you're in heaven instead of hell. Man, my mind is all crazy, but I just saw something. Might be the same one that was out here back in 2017. Talk about a humongous thing. Up to the knees up in here. Oops, don't move too fast. Just don't move too fast. Don't fall. I'm trying to feel my way between the danger. I'm going to slip and fall. I am. These rocks are angled so perfectly that it allows you to fall so you never forget it. But let's go ahead and try to be careful. I got to find a better way around something. The size of that snake. You guys are crazy. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I forgot how slippery it was out here. It's either going to be really deep, that's up to the waist. And then we got heaven protectors out here, the ones who work for the feds, the ones who work for the, the rangers out here. And then it's extremely slippery. If I don't make it, and I can't record myself within my own memory, getting across, it's not easy though. I know you're going to say it looks easy. It's extremely dangerous. But if I can't get across, I guess I'll just have to try it later.